camera and stuff. This is something just gonna be real quick, less 5, 3, 4 minutes and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm stuck on this fucking traffic anyway, so you know how the short kill, school kill expressway is. Always jammed up. You know what I mean? No matter what you do, no matter to go, no matter what time you go at times. But anyway, comes from years ago. Years ago when I was living down in Atlanta, Georgia in 97 and 98, all the way to 2000, you know what I'm saying? And when I came back and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I remember how Atlanta was back then, those years. That was like, Atlanta was great back then, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I wish I gotten there earlier and all that, you know what I mean? It was almost similar to Philly earlier and stuff, but here's the wise man's lives where I learned from a person named, I'm going to send a shout out. Well, he's still living, from Thomas Belk from Henry County, Georgia. Henry County, Georgia. You know what I mean? When he told me he would get a car and all that, you know what I mean? Everything's good on it and all that. But as soon as you start, but here's the kicker right here. Yeah, you got this, you got that, but you have certain things on the car that you don't like. You want to go ahead and change this up, speakers, all this and all. You know what I mean? And so you mess with it, then the demons inside your engine. Know what this guy told me years ago and stuff like that? He'll get this and that. But as soon as you start messing with the tech, with the speakers of the car, the radio, and everything like that, then everything start going right. He told me, don't fuck with it. Ever since then, man, I took that advice. You know what I mean? Certain cars, if you're not going to like modify it or anything, and it's still good running like the one I just gotten recently and stuff, I don't like the radio in it. You know what I mean? Don't mess with it. And I did kind of want to change the radio in, but guess what? I'm not going to change the speakers or the radio in it, because I remember that advice that he told me years ago. So but your engine and repairs and all that, that's cool to do. But as soon as you start touching the radio and speakers and all that, then then radios and speakers in it, that's when stuff start going at. Don't mess with it. Those things are put in these certain cars for a reason. Now, if you get a Camry or Ultimate with a Bose in it, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't mess with that. You know what I'm saying? It's made for that car. Or in these smaller cars, you don't get the best system. You may not like it, but as you start tampering and changing stuff, then the car don't want to act right. The alternator wants to go in the engine, and then the battery wants to go. It's because you tamper with it. It was made specifically for the car, not for the higher specs that you want. Best to wait until you raise up enough money to get the nice car that you want, then you can have all that in there. Or you get an old car that you want to modify, like a Mustang, like a 2005 or Ford Mustang or something like that, or older car and stuff like that, like a 98 Mustang, a Taurus, or like anything you want, or like one of them old school Impalas. Then you could do all that crazy stuff in it. But from what I was informed when I was younger, as soon as you start messing with the technology inside the car messes up. So I was in for it. Don't F with it. And that's what I'm going to do with this car. Don't F with it. You know, it may not be as loud. It may not have the JBL in it or anything. But hey, as long as you're able to get to point A and point B, that's it. So that's just that's a message that I was told, and I'm going to obey by it with this car and stuff like that. When you start messing with the technology of that Pacific vehicle and stuff like that, that's when things screw up. So other words, speakers and all that, you know what I mean, cars and technology in it, don't F with it. Don't fuck with it. And that's what I was told years ago by Thomas Belk. I hope you're still alive down there, Henry County, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That's all. And this dude looked like, and you know who he looks exactly like too? Kenneth Copeland. You know what I mean? He'll do the little country jokes and say, I heard that. You know what I mean? Straight up. So that's a lesson of a damn blessing. So here's my saying to this. You may have the nicest car in the world and stuff like that. You may have a few things in it. But if you have a certain technology in that car and everything and stuff like that, my advice is don't fuck with it. Leave it in its place, and your car will run forever. Because as soon as you start touching with it and the configurations to that car get messed up, then the electric and everything, it has issues, problems, then it leads to failures inside the car, engine, all that. You know what I mean? You never know. God put this stuff in here for a reason the way it is. Keep it. All right, I'm out. One.